and Facebook and all that. But now there's a new study that is finding that Facebook for teenagers is now becoming a burden. They're starting to feel like it is an obligation that they have to keep up with it, and it's becoming a little bit of a burden for them.
Oh, teenagers, their life is so hard. It's such a social burden. Wow.
You know, it's not only a burden for them, it's a burden for us.
I think it's a burden in general. And
I think it's a burden if you look at it like a burden. You know, like we complain about the things that we don't enjoy doing, but if you enjoy social media and you enjoy Facebook and you enjoy, like, I really enjoy interacting with my followers on Twitter. And so I enjoy it. So I think if you complain about it, then of course it's a burden. But if you like it, then it's fun.
Well, that's with anything, Courtney. I mean, anything
I'm just being super positive today.
I just love it. I'm like, what are you? I'm like, really? I mean, I think anything that you enjoy, obviously, it's not a burden. But I think our culture is moving to a place, whether we want to or not, where social media is such a big part of our lives, whether for business, socially, whatever, to get a message out. And so it's almost like we're forced to be a part of it, even if you don't enjoy it.
Like Susie. And I think a lot of people, too, they feel like obligated to update their statuses. Or like they feel obligated to check into restaurants when they go eat somewhere. They feel obligated to
tell you
people
what they've ordered at a restaurant and that the salad is fantastic.
It's like these people that check into the gym like every single day. And I'm like, if you've been checking into the gym every day since February, I need to see like your body. Like your body is not good enough if you've been checking into the gym every.
And see, that I guess for me, like, that's the stuff I can't get into. Like, oh, just had breakfast, just had my
and
whatever.
I don't want to see what you ate for breakfast.
Exactly.
Either.
See,
I don't care about your parfait.
It's interesting though,
because
it's something that inspires
me. I think though that like I totally get this about it feeling like an obligation, and I would imagine with kids, teenagers especially, since they are such a key demographic for something like Facebook. It does start to feel like an obligation when that's the way that they're all socializing now.
Well, it probably also feels like an obligation to
left out if you're not
to the parents, because if they're monitoring it, then if their kids are always updating their social media, then the parents are like always having to check their kids' social, you know, so.
Which is true, and that's what we do. I mean, we check our kids' text messages and their Facebook pages. So I think you're right. You got to do yours, then you got to do theirs, and it's a little overwhelming.
And then there even I think becomes a time when like there's like social media stalking. Like people are like, oh, I saw that you were at da 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 da. It's like, wait, I didn't tell you that.
Or when people say, well, they're telling me a story, and they'll go, well, I mean, you probably saw the picture that I posted on Facebook.
Well, no,
I didn't.
I didn't see that.
I actually missed that. So go ahead and tell me the story. It's much more interesting if you tell me the story. But and then on the heels of this, another study saying that human intelligence has declined since the Victorian era. So people are getting dumber. Our technology is getting smarter. People are getting dumber. I personally am going to go on a limb and say that these are both related. These are related topics. I think people are getting dumber because we rely on texting and social media and emoticons, and
well, people don't have to learn how to spell anymore because there's predictive text on your
there's autocorrect
on your phone. Like there's so many words I literally still have no idea how to spell because like my phone will automatically change.
Like what?
Tell us which word that might be.
Definitely, I never know how to spell definitely. I never know where the I or the E and the T. I never know. I also never know how to spell restaurant. I know. I'm special needs. And then I also you can't tell me there's not words that you never know how to spell, and every time you type it in, you're like, dang it.
I'm trying to think what word.
I know, I'm sure there are. But my problem is that autocorrect will correct it for me, and it's only because I can't really see what I'm doing because my eyes are getting bad because I'm getting old.
The font on Lisa's phone is like this big, like the words.
And so I'm like this, and I can't really press the buttons the right way, and autocorrect will make me say some horrible things sometimes that I don't mean to say. Like I'll send it, and my mom will text back and go,
What was that?
My favorite is like, have y'all seen those? It's some website where like it changes words like that people meant to say things and then they accidentally say something else and the person writes back and they're like, what?
Oh, it's damnyouautocorrect.com.
Yes.
Yes.
What is it called?
It's called damnyouautocorrect.com. And it's hilarious. And you can actually submit your funny missed text to them, and
I do that like last night. My best friend Tori texted me something, and she was like, "Are we on for dinner?" And I wrote back, I was gonna write back duh, and because we always say dur and duh to each other, and so I wrote back duh, and then it said do, and she's like do, and I'm like do, and then it just kept saying do, and then I kept trying to write duh, and it kept switching it to do, so it literally says do, and she's like what, and I'm like duh. conversation is super
It's time
intelligent.
to